G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. This is just a little tag along video on the video I made of the beginning of this Astor radio restoration project. The reason I'm making this video is I've just removed the chassis from the bakelite case just to show you the chassis of this radio, and yeah, the inside of the case, which is filthy as buggery. It looks like there's animal droppings in there. And yeah, need to sweep it all out, of course. But anyhow, it's nice that it's easy to just remove the chassis. Only need a few screws removed and remove the bakelite knobs. One of them was a real pain in the ass to remove, so I had to literally pull the chassis out from behind so the knob will just work its way off. That was the only way I could get it out. Thank God it eventually budged. So that was giving me a little bit of anxiety. But anyhow, this is the chassis with some valves, and as you can see, yeah, there is surface rust here and there. I've got to clean all that up. It's filthy as buggery, as you can see. I guess this radio has probably been sitting in the garage for many decades. And this is the underside of the radio, which is reasonably clean. And yeah, the old components, old point-to-point wiring. This is before printed circuit boards started to come out. And yeah, there's plenty of old wax paper capacitors and yeah, that need replacing. I'm actually wondering about the condition of these transformers, because that looks a bit ratty. Don't know if these transformers need to be replaced or not. But yeah, one thing at a time. I'll make a start on restoring this very soon. So the first things first is to replace the cord with because of the wire insulation is broken down. I've dealt with this before with some old appliances. The plastic then used for wire insulation just goes brittle after so many years and needs to be replaced. And of course, yeah, I've got to replace those wax paper capacitors. I'll have to check the resistors to make sure they're giving the correct readings. Check all the capacitors. I'll just pretty much check. We'll check every component, just make sure they're all components are working as they should. So yeah, it's just going to be a matter of replacing capacitors, replacing parts that are not working, of course. Valves, I don't have a valve tester, but I'm pretty sure one of my mates in the amateur radio, at least one of my mates in the amateur radio club should have a valve tester. So I'll hit them up about that. And as said, I've just got to clean all this muck from the bottom of the bakelite case. I'll pretty much clean the bakelite case the first priority. So that should be pretty easy. Anyway, just looking at the front of the chassis, the speaker looks to be in pretty decent shape, so I'm pretty happy about that. There's no, well, there is a crack on the right side. That's, yeah, the material is going a bit brittle, so I don't know. It's going to be a matter of, shall I replace the speaker for one similar, or just leave it? I mean, for the moment, I'll just leave it. It might still work okay, despite having those cracks. Although I'm no expert, but I reckon it will probably change the dynamic of the sound. But all the same, yeah, I want to try and keep it all as original as possible. So once I get the radio working, I'll then decide whether I should replace the speaker or not. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much about it for this video. Yeah, stay tuned for when I actually really start restoring this radio. This is Troy from the Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.